Looking for alien treasure? XCOM marks the spot. Yes, welcome to a brand new series, XCOM Enemy Within. Now, this is an expansion to XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is a remake of the original XCOM UFO Defense from the early 90s. This is now. I really liked trying to play the XCOM UFO Defense, and I mentioned trying to play because it was very, very complex. You had specific things you needed to do, and you were given just general time units to do it, and that included things like taking grenades out of your pocket and priming them and throwing them. They were all separate actions. You also had a big budget to go through, and just a lot of minutia that, in my opinion, overcomplicated a really great premise. A lot of people really do like the original, and those folks are very much into strategy and resource management. I was not. Also not helping me was because I didn't have a computer at the time. I was playing the PlayStation 1 version, which had its own problems in translation. But Enemy Unknown / Within is a textbook example of how you remake a classic. It was not only updated for the graphics and sounds of the time, but it was streamlined just enough so that it's very simple to understand and play, but also intuitive enough that nothing was really lost. And as a result, it is one of my favorite games. I am so glad that they took a premise that I really liked and made it accessible. Say what you will about my ability and such, but I'm very glad that this was made. And we are going to do our best to go through this. So, with no further ado, let's look for the enemy within. And hello, Nolden. Very good to see you. I just wanted to continue my intro. And booting up. And hello, Justin. Good to see you, even if only for a second. And hi, Gamigumo. Welcome. Glad to see you too. And Diva also. I'm going to do something really quick here. I'm going to unlock this from the window for a second, so that way I can, keep an eye on the actual chat. Got everything the way I have it. Yeah, got everything set up the way I want to. Perfect. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to go back to locking the mouse to the window. Okay, so I've been playing through a game, like I said, and I've learned a lot that I had forgotten when I originally played this. So hopefully that will help me in getting through this one. Now, when I originally finished this, it was not without... thank you very much, Justin. Much appreciated. And thank you also, Diva. It was... When I first finished this game, it was not without chicanery. I save-scummed very frequently. Because I didn't want to lose troops, and I got sick of losing troops and resources and things like that. Matter of fact, funny story, there was a named character, I forget what his last name was, but his first name was Bjorn, who died 4 times in the process of trying to finish a mission. So much so that when I actually did finish the mission and he was given a nickname, I immediately changed it to Again. Yes, Bjorn Again. Also, two cheats I did. There are console commands that allow you to immediately get stuff. I console commanded myself a lot of funding and a lot of this substance called meld. I'm going to try my damnedest not to do any of that. I reserve the right. Sean Bjorn. Yeah. No, I just remember him as Bjorn again. But I reserve the right to go back on that if things start to go completely pear-shaped just for completion's sake, because I know my ability, but I'm going to try. And one other thing I'm going to do, since I can rename characters, they're all going to be named after you all, which is hopefully going to give me encouragement to not get them killed. I can also customize the characters, so when the time comes for you to have a named character, by all means, let me know what you would like them to look like, and I will alter them for you. NG Plus options. Let's see here. Action cam, third person cam. I have to ask Nolden. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Let's see, single player. We're going on normal. Doing classic and impossible really imposes a lot of limits that I'm not capable of. Let's see. Alright, I am going to go ahead and do the tutorials for the sake of completion. Operation Progeny, I'm trying to remember what that is. Yes, I want to do that. I'm going to do Operation Slingshot. Yeah, I'm not going to do Iron Man because, like I said, I reserve the right to back off. I'm going to go ahead and leave this off because, you know, I always want to have as much of the game experience as possible, so I believe the voice and the talking are part of that. Let's see what Second Wave is about. Advanced gameplay options. Damage roulette. Weapons have a much wider range of damage. Okay. New economy. The funding offered by individual council members is randomized. Not created equally. Rookies will have random starting stats. Hidden potential. As the soldiers promoted, their stats will increase randomly. Training roulette. Each soldier's training tree will be mostly randomly generated. Does not apply to mech troopers. Save scum. Loading a save game will reset the random number seed, so taking an identical action may yield different results. Red fog. Any wounds taken in combat will degrade a soldier's stats for that mission. Absolutely critical. A flanking shot will guarantee a critical hit. Greater good. The secret of psionics can only be learned by interrogating a psionic alien. Marathon. The game takes considerably longer to complete. I don't think I'm going to do that one. Aiming angels. Units receive an aim bonus the closer they are to flanking an enemy. Mind hates matter. Genetically modified soldiers cannot undergo psi testing. Gifted soldiers can never receive genetic modifications. Okay, these are all interesting options. These are not ones that I've done in the course of my own game. So let's see. I'm going to take these one at a time. Okay, well, aiming angels. Units receive an aim bonus the closer they are to flanking an enemy. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Save scum. If I have to do that, then obviously I need every advantage I can get. So if I randomize it again, it's just going to fuck things up for me. Red fog. I have enough trouble keeping them alive in the first place. So if their stats degenerate, I know that's more realistic. But again, I don't play games for realism. If I wanted realism, I'd go outside. A flanking shot will guarantee a critical hit. What is a good thing? Save scum? I don't quite follow. The game won't decide in advance if you hit that way. Okay, so are you saying, just to make sure I'm clear, by the way the RNG does things, at the start of my turn, before I've even decided if I'm going to shoot, it has already decided if I'm going to fail or not, but this makes it so when I decide to shoot. So basically, like, if I'm starting someplace where I have, like, say a 36% chance to shoot, and then I move someplace where I have a better percent chance to shoot, if I shoot from that second place with save scum on, then it's not gonna keep the, oh, you failed, so you're gonna fail here. It's like you failed back there, but you're gonna hit here, something like that, right? Am I understanding that correctly? Kinda. Okay. All right. Let me ask you this, Nolan, since you're clearly familiar with this. Do I have the option to turn these off during gameplay? Ah, okay. Okay, so this is a one and done, but you recommend it. All right. Well, if you recommend it, I will give it a go. All right. I will take your word for it, sir. Absolutely critical. A flanking shot will guarantee a critical hit. Yeah, that definitely sounds good. Greater good. I have the mission coming up many ways later with the psionic, so let me just not worry about this. I'm not going to do longer. I'm not going to do Mind Hates Matter because I want to keep my options open. Not created equally. That does make sense, honestly. Yeah, so that can make things interesting. Their stats will increase randomly. Training roulette. I want full control over the training tree, so no, we're not going to do that. I can see where that would be fun, but the thing is, I have certain things I want the various skill trees to have that I find very useful, so I'm not going to take a chance on not having those. I bank my strategy around those, so let's see. So new economy, is it randomized just at the start, or is it randomized every month? Just at the start? Okay, so I can still keep a budget then. Okay. It's not going to shortchange me, basically, right? Okay. Indeed it will, or it won't. It won't, okay. It's not going to shortchange me, will it? Indeed. I don't know how I feel about this one, because I'm presuming that weapons could potentially do a higher level of damage, but that also means they could probably do a lower level too. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave Damage Roulette alone. And Hidden Potential, what do you think about that one, Nolden? You know what? That could be fun. But risky. I think I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. Alright, and I'm leaving the tutorials in for completion's sake and also so you can hear the various characters to start. Here we go. Those who play with the devil's toys will be brought by degrees to wield his sword. Buckminster Fuller.
In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
That was the last transmission, sir.
Patch me through to Voodoo 3-1.
You were being deployed to Germany. At 1900 hours Zulu, several unidentified objects fell to Earth. After ruling out the possibility of a downed satellite, we now believe these objects to be extraterrestrial in nature. Shortly after impact, German officials received reports of mass hysteria and freak weather around one of the impact zones. Then things went dark. At 2100 hours, a chopper carrying a German military recon team went down in the area after they reported being fired upon. As you know, Germany is a member of the Council, and they have requested our assistance. Our mission is to assess the situation on the ground, ascertain the current status of the German recon team, and investigate the extraterrestrial objects. Central out.
Mission objectives: assess situation at impact site, locate German recon team, investigate extraterrestrial objects.
Central, this is Big Sky. Looks like we found the crash site.
Roger, Voodoo 3-1. Any sign of activity?
Negative. Nothing's moving down there.
Okay. Set her down nearby.
Oh.
Central, you getting all this?
Copy that, Delta Squad. First things first, let's get you out of the open and into cover. Whatever did this could still be out there. Delta 1, take point. Take cover behind that debris directly in front of you.
And in a second, I'm just going to turn my fan on here. Please let me know if I need to adjust the volume in response to that. So yeah, we're here in Germany to deal with the hysteria, dogs and cats living together. So this is going to kind of hold our hand through this original mission. This is one of the things they simplified from the original UFO defense. You have basically 2 turns or 2 moves or actions per turn instead of trying to deal with the time units and figure out the math for everything. And hi Gooberslot, by the way, welcome in. Was not ignoring you, please don't think that. I just wanted to let the tutorial go.
Good. Now advance to the vehicle nearby.
I could have done that in one
Delta
turn,
2,
by the
your
way.
turn. Move up to the debris.
Okay. So that brings up the grid of where I could possibly go in one turn. Okay, so
That thing isn't going to offer you much cover, but it's better than nothing. There's full cover straight ahead. Advance to that position.
yeah, as you see right now, I'm in half cover, but I go up here, that will be full cover, at least in that one direction.
Delta 3, move to that vehicle dead ahead.
Okay, copy,
Central.
General, and did you have to say
30
dead?
meters north of my position. Police vehicle.
Roger. Proceed to the next vehicle for a better vantage point. Delta 4, go check it out. It's a long way from your position, and there's no available cover between here and there, so you better double time it.
Well, yeah, I guess I'd better. And yeah, you can dash to a location, but it takes up your entire turn. On the other hand, it moves you along faster.
Holy hell.
What do you
Holy
see, Delta
hell.
4? Report.
Looks like one of the recon teams, sir. It looks like something.
Painted all over him.
Is that your man, Delta 4?
Negative, sir. That's someone else.
Dr. Valen, what's he saying?
He's saying,
Help me.
he's saying
Activated
Ricola.
transmission is coming from somewhere north of the squad's current position, based on its strength, probably from inside a structure.
Thank you, Doctor. Delta, advance and infiltrate that building. And remember, stay in cover.
Yeah, that is a very important strategy in this game. It's like Glengarry Glen Ross, always be closing, except in this case it's always be covered. You never ever ever want to leave yourself out in the open.
Central, I got a lot of blood here.
Don't worry, it's not mine.
See where it's coming from.
Well, I guess it'd be it's coming from inside that.
Central, I think I just found another one of the recon team. Or what's left of him. This doesn't make sense. Looks like he's been dead for a week.
Even more perplexing is the cause of death. It appears that he was eviscerated when something burst out of him from the inside.
Sir, I have visual on the object. Permission to approach.
It's the only cover between you and that building. Permission granted.
Yeah, as you can see, we're not doing our full dash, because there really isn't any way that we would get cover out of that, so this does make sense.
Talk to me, soldier. What is it?
I got no idea what this thing is, but I can confirm that it's no satellite.
It's not a bunny.
Roger. All right, Delta Squad. We're almost to the building. Keep moving.
Yeah, Nolden, I do admit that that's something I do on occasion, but usually only during the beginning parts of a mission when I need to clear
people.
area for
Let's get
visuals.
inside. Delta 1, there's a window in front of you. Let's take a look.
In position. Looks clear.
Copy that. Get in there and get to cover. Delta 2, that door's in our way. Take it down.
Solid copy.
I assume he's referring to this door, so we're just going to, yeah, we go there, we're just going to kick the door down. Not really always a good reason. And hi, Revenant Wings, welcome. Good to see ya. Good to see you. Okay. So, now that the door's been breached, I can go in straight through.
Central, we have eyes on the target. He's armed.
Copy, Delta 3. Okay, everyone. Get into position nearby, but do not approach. Doctor, see if you can communicate with him. Tell him to drop his weapon.
I will try. Hallo, können Sie mich hören? Wir sind hier, Ihnen zu helfen. Bitte lassen Sie Ihre Waffen fallen. He appears to be in shock.
Okay, is anybody else concerned?
I don't like the looks of this.
I just want to say, is anybody else concerned about the fact that we have a German doctor who just said Waffen? So apparently what we have here is Rule 63 Dr. Mengele on our side. My apologies to any clones of Dr. Mengele out there, including Krieger from Archer. I was mainly referring to the Waffen SS, but yeah, that too.
Delta 3, move in and disarm him. Carefully.
Frau Doctor is the referee from Nickelodeon Guts. Okay, well, that begs the question, is it a two-turn maneuver to climb the aggro crag? We come in peace.
My God.
What the hell is going on?
Delta 3 is down!
Well, the black guy had to die first.
He's down! Delta 1 is down!
Good God, you know, this is what I hate about the tutorial. Like, just, it starts off in the poor squad.
This guy's got me pinned down, taking heavy fire!
Damn it. Delta 2, you're flank 2. Find some better cover.
All right, Delta 2, weapons free. Get ready to fire.
Yeah, so you can either do fire here, or select your different stuff here, or you can click on that. I said, or you can click on that. Apparently not in the tutorial. Make a liar out of me.
Nice shot. Delta 4, you're freed up to move. Get out of there and get into cover. Now toss your grenade at the enemy in front of you.
Not normally a fan of the frag grenades. I don't like their minimal throw distance versus their damage. Ow! For God's sakes.
Just you now, Delta 2. Let's tip the odds in our favor. Look around for a position where you can flank the enemy.
Yeah, well, thanks for pointing it out to me.
That's it. You have a clear shot from that position. Fire.
I suppose I could have grenaded him just to piss you off.
Central, I think that's it. It's over.
Oh no, it's just starting.
Roger that, Delta. Secure the bodies and head back to the Sky Ranger for immediate extraction.
Hello, XH, welcome. I'm glad you heard the alarm. This episode's Final Destination tutorial was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, D'Iote, the post-production work of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my Saw That Coming Lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.